Hello and welcome to a new video, and today is day 6 on MSC Preziosa, and today we are in Southampton in the UK, and we arrived there early in the morning. And when you arrive in the UK by ship, that means that you have a mandatory passport control and face check, and therefore we had to wake up early, but it was all organized very nicely. It just took about 10 minutes from the cabin to the check and back to the cabin, and the biggest amount of the time was walking, as MSC prepared a big queue which was not needed, as the queuing only took 2 or 3 minutes and then everything was already done. And then we spent the morning on board. First we went to the very hot whirlpool. They said 35 degrees, I think it was even warmer. It was very hard to get in it as it was so hot, and to cool down we went in the unheated pool, which was about 10 to 15 degrees, and to reheat we took a vodka at the Sapphire bar right next to the pool. And then it was already lunchtime. This time we went to the Golden Lobster. That was very nice actually. The restaurant was rather empty and the food was very nice as well. And in the afternoon we finally decided to leave the ship and visit Southampton, even though the weather was pretty bad with very heavy rain. So we just decided to visit a few indoor attractions of Southampton. The ship, the MSC Preziosa, was rather empty from today on, as most of the guests on board were British and left in Southampton, as it was the last round from Southampton. So from now on the ship was pretty empty. Our first destination in Southampton was the Seacity Museum, which is a maritime museum which focuses on the history of the city in combination with ships, and of course also on the Titanic. And especially the exhibition about the Titanic is extremely interesting, so in my opinion it is a must for everybody who arrives in Southampton by ship. All exhibitions are interesting, but make sure to visit the Titanic exhibition last, because it is the most impressive and oppressive exhibition. Especially the last rooms are very oppressive, as here in this room you can hear original quotes from survivors of the Titanic, and in this room you can walk over a map of Southampton, and each and every red dot shows the home of one of the crew members of the Titanic. And here on this wall you can see all crew members of the Titanic, and everybody in orange was from Southampton, and only those in the bright orange or grey have survived, and you see it is almost none of them. So that was a pretty oppressive but impressive feeling, and it's a must to see this museum. And afterwards we went to the Westquay, which is a huge shopping center where you usually can do some very good shopping, but this time it was overcrowded and it was not too nice. So soon after we decided to go back to the ship, as everything that you can do outdoors was not very nice today, as there was rain all day. So we headed back to the very new and modern cruise terminal. It must be brand new. Last time I was here in 2019 there was nothing to see from it, and it is a very nice terminal. It's even bigger than some airports. But as the ship was empty, also the terminal was empty, and the bad weather also meant that only few guests were in the terminal when we came back, so the security check was very fast. And after some more editing of photos and videos, we went to the Butcher's Cut, the specialty restaurant, for a nice dinner. And this time I got experimental with the food again. For the starter I ordered something that I never saw on the menu before, and that was bone marrow. Of course that's quite a common product we eat almost every day, as it is the base of every beef stock, and also most gummy bears are made out of gelatin, and gelatin is made out of bone marrow. But still, it was interesting to eat it like this. The taste is very nice, just the texture is a bit weird, so I stayed with normal food for the main course. That was a perfectly cooked steak, and for dessert I chose the cheesecake. And after the dinner we could enjoy some fireworks, as there was a big event in Southampton with fireworks. We just found out about it as we were walking back to the ship and saw a huge queue, and we were wondering why so many people are queuing up in the heavy rain, and then we found out that there's this big fireworks event. We have probably missed the main fireworks. Either it was during our dinner or it was after we left the port. We just saw small fireworks, but they were all over the city. In every direction there was some fireworks, and that was very impressive as well. So I stayed quite a while on the sun deck and enjoyed the fireworks. And I will also let you enjoy the fireworks now and will not comment for the next minutes. And then it was time to leave Southampton, our last port of this cruise, and we headed back to Hamburg. Our next day will be a day at sea, and then we will arrive back in Hamburg. And here you can see how modern this terminal is. The whole gangway is on rails and can be adjusted to every different cruise ship. So that's way more modern than on most other cruise terminals, where you will just have a manually transportable gangway. So this new cruise terminal of Southampton is very nice. And here you can see the festival ground of this fireworks festival with DJs and different fun rides. But as I said, we have probably missed the main fireworks of this event, but it was still nice to see all these small fireworks. Here you can see one of the ferries of Red Funnel, which are operating the ferry route to the Isle of Wight, which is an idea for an excursion for the next time when I'm in Southampton, as I now have seen almost all of this city, my several visits. So next time maybe I will make an excursion to the Isle of Wight. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And here you can see when my next video will be uploaded and the name of the song. And as always, I would like to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please consider to like, comment, share the video link and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next video.